Breaking news for Americans awaiting financial relief. The Treasury Department has officially released the deposit schedule for the long-anticipated $1,400 stimulus payments, with the first wave arriving in bank accounts in just days. After months of congressional debates and frustrating delays, the money is finally on its way. But will you be among the first recipients, or will you need to wait until the end of May? That's exactly what we're unpacking here, and the answer may surprise you. According to the latest Treasury and IRS announcement, the rollout of the May 2025 stimulus payments has been meticulously planned, with payments distributed in 5 waves throughout the month. These payments were authorized as part of last month's economic recovery package, aiming to offset the ongoing financial pressures caused by rising living costs. If you've noticed your grocery and gas bills climbing, you're not alone. This stimulus is designed to provide a crucial financial cushion for households grappling with inflation. Unlike earlier stimulus efforts, this time the government has provided a full distribution schedule upfront. The first deposits are set for May 7th. But here's where it gets interesting. The wave you fall into isn't determined solely by income level as in previous rounds. Instead, it's based on multiple factors, including the last 2 digits of your Social Security number, your banking institution, and whether you filed your 2024 tax return. Here's the breakdown. Wave 1, scheduled for May 7th, covers individuals whose Social Security numbers end in 020 and who receive benefits via direct deposit through major national banks. If you're mentally checking your Social Security number right now, you're not alone. Wave 2 follows on May 12th for numbers ending in 2140, with additional waves every 5 days, concluding with the final wave on May 27th. But there's a key twist many haven't heard. If you've updated your bank account information since filing your last tax return, you could be shifted to a later wave despite your Social Security number. The IRS needs extra time to verify new banking details, potentially delaying your deposit by up to 10 days. If you've recently changed your direct deposit info, it's wise to adjust your expectations accordingly. Another critical variable is whether your payment is based on your 2023 or 2024 tax return. Generally, those who filed their 2024 returns will receive payments earlier since the IRS uses the most current data. Haven't filed yet? Don't panic. You're still eligible, but you may be pushed into a later distribution group. Interestingly, nearly 30% of Americans haven't filed their 2024 taxes yet. So, if you're among them, this might be your motivation to complete it. For Social Security and Disability Benefit recipients, there's good news. The Social Security Administration collaborated with the Treasury to ensure stimulus payments arrive through the same method as regular benefits. If you receive Social Security via direct deposit, your stimulus will come the same way. Payments for benefit recipients will begin processing separately on May 9th, regardless of Social Security number. This is 2 days faster than the timeline during the last stimulus round, signaling improved efficiency. Meanwhile, for individuals who typically receive tax refunds via paper check or don't have direct deposit information on file with the IRS, paper checks will begin mailing on May 14th in batches of about 5 million per week until all eligible recipients are covered. Keep in mind that mailed checks take significantly longer, so if you fall into this group, you may not see your payment until early June. If you haven't yet signed up for direct deposit, consider doing so to speed up future payments. To help recipients track their payments, the IRS has updated the Get My Payment tool specifically for the stimulus rollout. Starting May 5th, 2 days before the first deposits, you'll be able to check your payment status, find out which wave you're in, and confirm which bank account will receive your funds. Checking this tool early is crucial. If an issue is identified, addressing it sooner could prevent delays. Another important update involves the payment's income eligibility rules. Individuals with an adjusted gross income of $80,000 will receive the full $1,400, while incomes between $80,000 and $100,000 will receive a reduced amount on a sliding scale. For married couples filing jointly, The full payment threshold is $160,000, with partial payments up to $200,000. Your eligibility will be determined by your 2024 tax return or your 2023 return if you haven't filed for 2024 yet. There's also expanded eligibility for dependents this time around. Dependents of all ages qualify for the $1,400 payment, including college students and elderly parents, a significant expansion from past stimulus rounds. Payments for dependents will be sent to the taxpayer who claims them, not directly. So, parents wondering about payments for their college-age children should expect the funds to arrive with their own stimulus. If you've welcomed a new baby in 2025, your newborn is eligible if they were born by April 15th and included on your 2024 tax return. If they were born after you filed, you'll need to claim the payment as a recovery rebate credit on your 2025 tax return next year. For those who don't normally file tax returns because their income falls below the filing threshold, the Treasury has launched an updated non-filers tool for 2025 to allow low-income individuals to register without filing a full return. This tool opens May 1st, and registering early will expedite payment processing. Many worry whether stimulus payments will affect eligibility for other benefits like SNAP, Medicaid, or housing assistance. Thankfully, this stimulus is classified as a tax rebate, not income, so it won't count toward income limits or be taxed at the federal level. A common concern is whether stimulus payments can be seized for debts. The good news, they're protected from federal tax levies and cannot be used to offset federal tax debts. However, if you owe child support, the payment may be garnished, and private debt collectors with court judgments may also access the funds once deposited. If this applies to you, it may be worth consulting a financial advisor on how to safeguard your stimulus. There's also positive news for mixed status families. Unlike earlier rounds, US citizens and permanent residents will receive payments even if filing jointly with an undocumented spouse. And children who are citizens or permanent residents qualify regardless of their parents' immigration status. This change ensures broader support across households. To combat fraud, the Treasury has implemented enhanced anti-fraud measures this time, including added verification for addresses with multiple payments or recent banking changes. While this may cause slight delays for some, the IRS has doubled its fraud investigation team to help legitimate recipients get their money faster than in past rounds. If your payment doesn't arrive on time, first check the Get My Payment tool for updates. If it shows your payment was issued, but you haven't received it after 5 business days for direct deposit or 4 weeks for a mailed check, you can request a payment trace through the IRS. The trace process takes about 6 weeks, but is the official way to locate missing payments. Finally, the last stimulus planned? That remains uncertain. Lawmakers have indicated future support will depend on economic indicators like inflation, unemployment, and consumer spending. Key dates to remember. May 1st, non-filers tool opens. May 5th, Get My Payment tool goes live. May 7th, first direct deposits. May 9th, Social Security deposits. May 14th, paper checks mailed, and May 27th, final deposit wave. Mark your calendar, check your status, and plan accordingly. Knowing when your payment arrives makes financial planning much easier in these unpredictable times. How are you planning to use your stimulus? Covering bills, building savings, or making important purchases?